What is up, side hustlers, entrepreneurs, business builders, and dream makers? Welcome to Study Your Side Hustle Podcast, episode 21. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the intro, the 52-second long pre-recorded intro, has mysteriously vanished from this episode. In fact, you'll never hear it again. Why is that, Devin? Where'd it go? Well, quite simply, we decided to get rid of it. We have done this podcast consistently for a solid month now, and it was the goal actually from day one that as soon as we hit 1 month, we were going to dissolve that 52-second intro. That now is going to become the featured video on the YouTube channel, and it's gone away with no longer part of the podcast. And it's kind of exciting to me because it means that we've actually gotten somewhere in the podcast, since it was always the goal to do that after 1 month. So that means that we have been doing this daily podcast for a solid month now, and that's really exciting. Also, another update, our first ever live, not live, but interview will be on this Friday. We're going to have a guest on, and you know what? We're actually going to have several guests in the next several Fridays. It's something that we're lining up and we're just starting to make happen, which is super duper exciting. Today, I want to talk to you guys about what I think might be the most valuable business asset that is kind of under discussed because it is so hard to talk about, and that is the asset of momentum. Okay. And I'm going to tell you guys this just candidly and transparently. 2 months ago, I had a ton of momentum and somehow I lost it. And so now I am rebuilding that momentum. And so here's what I want to tell you about momentum. Okay. First thing we need to know about momentum in business is that it is actually something that is very hard to build up and something that is very easy to lose, which is part of what makes it such a viable aspect. When you have momentum, you have things going on, you got this trickle effect and more things start happening. And if you can keep up with it, you just scale at that pace, at the pace of momentum effectively. And so one of the things about that is that you just get this like social proof. As you start doing more things and you start getting more engagement, you start getting more fans who are commenting on your posts on social media, who are interacting with your content. And all of that is proving to everybody who isn't interacting that they should be. And that's one of the reasons you start building momentum. And then it's one of those things where you can recognize that you have it, and you can think in the mindset of, and this is what I did 2 months ago, you can think in the mindset of, okay, I have a lot of momentum going on right now. A lot of things are happening. And what I need to do is maintain that momentum, which means I need to keep doing everything that I'm doing that's built this momentum. And I need to keep capturing and capitalizing on all the opportunities that I'm getting from this momentum so I can keep growing. That's what I did. And then suddenly, somehow, mysteriously, it's actually truly mysterious to me currently. I don't actually know what happened here, therefore I don't know how to resolve it. The momentum just kind of slipped through my fingers. It slipped through my grasps, and suddenly things stopped happening at the same pace. And then I ended up going through this season where for my side hustle, I wasn't able to land any new clients. And then I started having client fatigue. I started losing clients, and suddenly I don't have momentum. Well, actually, the concern is I do have momentum, but it's going in the wrong direction. And so one of the things that I wanted to share with you today is what we do, or what we can do, to build momentum when we've lost it. We've talked in the past about lead indicators versus leg indicators. And we've talked about how you want to focus on your lead indicators, not your leg indicators. And so once we've lost momentum, what you'll see is that, yes, the leg indicators are probably what hurts. Revenue's declining, profits are declining, personal take-home's declining. But you'll see that the lead indicators have also been declining. I'm not getting on as many calls right now for whatever reason. I'm not having as many email opt-ins for whatever reason. You're seeing this to start to fatigue. And maybe in some cases you can actually identify and say, actually, it's market saturation, right? Which is why in the past we've talked about how you just need to be able to change up your offer. So because maybe it's just offer fatigue, stuff like that. And maybe a marketing channel that you're using and relying on is dying in general, like MySpace, right? Something to that degree. But whether or not you're able to identify it, you still need to fix your lead indicators. And so here's a way that I do that when I start losing momentum in business that was taught to me. I'm not claiming to be the first person to figure this out, but actually I was reminded of it today, which is what made me decide I want to share it with you guys today, is that when this starts to happen, All we need to do is focus on some lead indicators, some simple lead indicators that can get us some small, quick wins. Maybe that's something like putting together a brand new $27 to $97 offer and just blasting people with it and saying, hey, I'm doing this really cool thing for really cheap because I want to be able to work with you in the future. Something like that. I did that, got a couple sales out of it. Now I have a couple clients, and my goal right now, we're still in the cycle, if it happens, is to convert those to monthly retainer clients. So that was one thing I did. Another thing that I've done in the past that I'm actually probably going to be doing again this month is just open up my calendar and just be like, hey, to anybody who wants it, this week only, I am offering 100% free, no obligation, no sales pitch, coaching calls to anybody who wants it. So just to get some calls on the calendar, right? And so these are things that you can do to start building momentum, is to focus on the lead indicators and find a small win you can use that emphasizes one of those lead indicators. I want to get more people on Zoom calls because when I'm on Zoom calls, business happens. Okay, open up my calendar, give away a whole bunch of free coaching calls that I literally don't sell anything on, just so that I can start having conversations with people. That helps, right? Okay, I'm not seeing any revenue. That's not a lead indicator. That's a leg indicator. But I have this idea of a tripwire offering that I can throw out for $27. Okay, I get some buyers for that. Now I can focus on converting them into larger clients, right? So it's just doing anything that you can to get those little wins so that you can start shifting the momentum back in your favor. And that's currently what I'm doing right now, which is also why I'm doing a really cool free event live training. So you could call it a webinar if you want, where I am going to just open back the curtains and I'm going to teach everybody how I make reels and how they can use reels for their business and how reels are beneficial for their business. It's going to be a week from today that this event's going to go live. That's the current plan anyway. And what I'm doing there is just getting attention to this new offering that I have where I do done for you reels creation that I do. And so these are things that I'm doing to drum up interaction, to drum up momentum, right? And so one of the things that you want to be very good at is one, noticing when momentum is shifting, because momentum is constantly shifting, and two, being quick on your feet on how you can get yourself some quick wins to get momentum back in your favor. That's all I have to share with you guys today. Here's something really cool though. I have a list of 50 proven side hustles that you can start with just a laptop and internet. And that's something that you can have 100% for free. I have the link for it in the description. I also have a checklist of the 11 tools that I recommend using online to accelerate that side hustle that you just started. And a free Facebook group where I do weekly trainings on how to build your side hustle online. All of this I give away for free. Links in the description. Go ahead and click on that and add it to your life so that you can radically change your life and build your business and hit new heights. That's all I got for you guys. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Love you guys. God bless.